Chosen one. The universe has been preparing you for this moment through every disappointment, every setback, every night you went to bed, wondering if anyone truly saw your worth. What you dismissed as coincidence was actually divine orchestration, positioning you precisely where you needed to be to receive this life-altering revelation. Your spirit was summoned to encounter these exact words because there is a celestial mandate bearing your name, written in the eternal records before time itself began, and that mandate is being activated at this very instant. For far too long, you have carried the burden of feeling overlooked, underestimated, treated as though your presence was inconsequential in a world that seemed designed to celebrate everyone except you. That face you see reflected in mirrors, the one you have criticized for showing signs of weariness, for not radiating the vitality you feel burning within your soul, is about to undergo a metamorphosis so profound that it will challenge everything you thought you knew about aging, about beauty, about the power of divine intervention in human lives. This is not about cosmetic enhancement or temporary mood elevation. This is about a fundamental shift in your energetic signature that will be so unmistakable that people will struggle to articulate what has changed about you, knowing only that something undeniably different and magnetic has emerged in your presence. Follow this page and give it a like to align yourself with this transformation that has already begun working in your life. The truth is that you were marked from birth to carry a light so brilliant that forces operating in darkness have spent decades trying to dim your radiance through systematic discouragement and deliberate obstacles. Every promotion you were passed over for despite your qualifications, every relationship that ended just when you thought you had found your person, every financial opportunity that seemed to slip through your fingers at the last moment, all of this was part of a calculated campaign to convince you that you were ordinary, forgettable, destined for mediocrity. But listen carefully, because this changes everything. That season of concealment has ended with absolute finality. The heavenly courts have issued an irreversible decree that your face will begin emanating a luminosity that originates not from external sources, but from the depths of your renewed spirit. This radiance will possess magnetic properties that draw attention, disarm psychological defenses, and generate responses that observers cannot explain through rational analysis. The same individuals who previously treated you as background scenery, who failed to acknowledge your contributions, who made you feel invisible in your own life, will begin experiencing an inexplicable attraction to your presence. They will find themselves unable to look away when you enter a room. They will feel an overwhelming sense of peace wash over them when they are near you. They will have sudden urges to confide their deepest concerns to you, sensing that you possess wisdom they desperately need. Your gaze will acquire a depth that penetrates the most carefully constructed facades. When you make eye contact with someone, that person will feel as though you can see directly into their soul, as though no secret or pretense can remain hidden from your perception. Your smile will carry healing power, capable of transforming the atmosphere of any environment within seconds, dissolving accumulated tension, calming profound anxieties, inspiring hope where despair had taken root. This transformation will trigger intense and widely varied reactions in your surroundings. Some people will feel inexplicably comfortable in your presence, as if they have discovered the safe haven they have been unconsciously seeking throughout their entire existence. Others will experience discomfort, restlessness, internal agitation, because your light will automatically reveal the darkness they prefer to keep hidden in the deepest corners of their hearts. Children will approach you naturally and spontaneously, without any fear, as if they recognize something ancestrally familiar and secure in your energy. Animals will display unusual calm when you are present, as if they instinctively know you represent absolute peace and no threat. Those who previously underestimated you, who dismissed you as insignificant, who overlooked your value, will begin seriously questioning what treasure they missed, what opportunity they squandered. Remember to follow this page, comment, and give it a like to strengthen this energetic connection we are establishing together. The question you will hear most frequently in the coming weeks will invariably be the same. What happened to you? What did you do? Where did you go? Who did you talk to? They will perceive an unshakable serenity in your expression that completely defies your current circumstances. They will observe an invisible authority emanating from you without your needing to speak a single word, without having to prove anything, without requiring justification for your presence in any space. What is beginning in your reality is not a simple change of luck or temporary improvement in your external conditions. It is a fundamental alteration in your essence, an elevation in your vibrational frequency to a dimensional level where darkness can no longer touch you, where spiritual attacks bounce off like projectiles against impenetrable divine armor, where curses automatically transform into blessings upon contact with your purified energetic field. Your face will not merely be a reflection of your regenerated soul, it will become a luminous beacon for other souls lost in the densest darkness. It will be a living, tangible testimony that what human logic considers impossible is indeed possible for those marked with celestial favor, that miracles are not relics of the past, but present realities for authentic, chosen ones. The unexplainable exhaustion you felt for so many years, that profound fatigue, no amount of rest seemed able to completely alleviate, was not the result of normal life circumstances. It was the direct consequence of an invisible spiritual war systematically waged against you, possibly from your earliest childhood. You were identified as a priority target not because you were problematic or malevolent, but exactly the opposite, because your luminous potential was so extraordinary it represented an existential threat to forces operating from the shadows. That persistent sensation of being constantly watched, that strange fatigue you experienced after interactions with certain people, that inexplicable intuition that more was happening behind the scenes than your physical eyes could perceive, all of that was completely real and verifiable. Your spirit, connected to higher dimensions inaccessible to your conscious mind, was constantly detecting surveillance and coordinated attacks. They studied you with the meticulousness of scientists analyzing an extremely rare specimen. They systematically monitored your most vulnerable emotional reactions. They took detailed notes of your psychological pressure points. They identified your most intimate weaknesses and secretly celebrated every time they managed to make you waver in your personal confidence or doubt your intrinsic worth. It was an experiment in systematic destruction with a devastatingly clear objective: to keep you permanently trapped in a vicious cycle of emotional and physical exhaustion, so your face would constantly reflect internal struggle and never manifest the glory of your authentic divine calling. They needed your external appearance to confirm the false narrative they had meticulously constructed about you over decades. But understand this with absolute clarity. That chapter of your history ended abruptly and definitively. Heaven made an irrevocable decision to use your face as living testimony of its total restoration power. The light that is sprouting from within you has been accumulating patiently during years of heroic resistance, faith exercised in the densest darkness, character forged in the most intense fire. Your face will respond to a celestial frequency that will reorganize every cell, every expression line, every pore of your skin. It will not be a gradual change others can explain with conventional scientific theories. It will be such a sudden and evident transformation that it will challenge all known human logic. People who have known you for years, even decades, will observe you and experience difficulty fully recognizing what they perceive. Not because you have changed physically in a drastic way, but because there will be something completely new in your presence, a silent but unquestionable authority, an inexplicable peace that transcends adverse circumstances, a spiritual magnetism that simultaneously attracts and intimidates those operating from falsehood. The period of invisible preparation has concluded. Your public revelation is not only inevitable, it is urgently necessary. The world needs to witness what divinity can achieve with someone who categorically refuses to surrender, who chooses faith over paralyzing terror, who decides to trust when all circumstances scream exactly the opposite. Your transformation will begin manifesting in ways others cannot ignore or rationalize. There will be new confidence in your walk, new authority in your voice, new magnetic presence that fills any space where you find yourself. Conversations will stop when you enter a room. Gazes will automatically direct toward you. People will feel an inexplicable need to approach and get to know you better. This is not fantasy or superficial positive thinking. It is a spiritual reality being activated in higher dimensions that will inevitably manifest in your physical reality. Your face will become tangible evidence that benevolent forces exist working actively in favor of those chosen for extraordinary purposes. But there is something more you need to understand about this transformation occurring in your life. What you will experience in the coming days will not just be a change in your physical appearance or how others perceive you. There will be a profound alteration in your capacity to influence the spiritual atmospheres of places where you find yourself. Every space you occupy will begin experiencing automatic, energetic cleansing, as if your mere presence were capable of expelling negative vibrations that had been accumulating for years. Places where you used to feel uncomfortable or heavy, those environments that seemed to drain your energy the moment you entered, will now respond completely differently to your presence. Instead of absorbing the dense vibrations of the environment, your elevated energetic field will begin transforming those spaces, neutralizing negativity and replacing it with an atmosphere of peace and clarity perceptible to anyone sensitive to subtle energies. This means your home, workplace, social spaces you frequent will all experience a notable change when you are present. People who live or work with you will begin noticing they feel calmer, more creative, more hopeful when sharing the same physical space with you. They will not understand why, but they will feel a tangible difference in the quality of air they breathe, in the ease with which they can concentrate, in the reduction of interpersonal conflicts. Your new energetic frequency will also activate capacities that have been dormant within you for decades. You will begin perceiving information about people you could not obtain through traditional five senses. You will know instinctively when someone is lying, when someone has hidden intentions, when someone is going through profound emotional crisis, though they try hiding it behind a perfect smile. This expanded perception will not be overwhelming or confusing, but will integrate naturally into your consciousness as a new way of navigating human relationships. You will know exactly what words each person needs to hear to feel understood and valued. You will have precise intuition about when to speak and when to remain silent, when to offer advice, and when to simply be present as compassionate witness to others' pain. People will begin seeking you specifically for guidance, not because you studied psychology or therapy, but because they will recognize in you wisdom that transcends formal education. You will find yourself in profound conversations with strangers in completely unexpected places, bank lines, public transportation, doctors' waiting rooms. It will be as if you carry an invisible sign saying "healer available here," and wounded souls will be attracted to you completely, spontaneously. You will also notice significant changes in your relationship with material abundance. Financial and professional opportunities will begin appearing in ways that challenge your previous understanding of how success and prosperity really work. It will not necessarily mean you will win the lottery or someone will offer you a dream job out of nowhere, but doors that were closed for years will begin opening synchronistically. The right people will appear in your life at the exact moment you need their connections, knowledge, support. Projects you had abandoned for lack of resources or adequate contacts will suddenly find the path to materialize. Ideas that had been germinating in your mind for months or years will begin having perfect conditions to become tangible realities. This happens because your new vibrational frequency automatically aligns you with the natural flow of universal abundance. You will no longer be fighting against energetic currents, keeping you in scarcity and limitation, but moving in harmony with forces governing manifestation of resources, opportunities, and beneficial connections. Your physical health will also experience improvements doctors cannot completely explain with conventional protocols. Chronic pains you had accepted as permanent parts of your reality will begin disappearing gradually. Your physical energy will multiply in ways that surprise you with renewed capacity to perform activities that previously exhausted you. Your immune system will strengthen notably. Your recovery capacity after any illness or physical stress will accelerate significantly, and your natural appetite will orient toward foods that nourish your body optimally. You will not have to force yourself to eat healthily, but will genuinely begin craving foods your body needs to sustain this new, elevated energetic frequency. Even your sleep pattern will optimize naturally. You will need fewer hours of rest to feel completely restored, and your sleep quality will be so deep and reparative you will wake each morning with total renewal sensation you had not experienced in years. Your dreams will become more vivid and meaningful, often containing useful information or inspiring messages guiding your daily decisions. Your creativity will also flourish in completely unexpected ways. Artistic talents you believed you did not possess will begin manifesting spontaneously. Innovative solutions to complex problems will come to mind with ease that will amaze you. Your capacity to see connections between apparently unrelated concepts will expand dramatically, converting your mind into an exceptionally powerful instrument of synthesis and understanding. All this is not a process that will take months or years to develop completely. The acceleration occurring in your life means these changes will begin being evident within days or weeks. Your reality is reorganizing at a speed that defies normal expectations about how much time profound transformations require. The key to maximizing this metamorphosis is maintaining your heart open and mind receptive to possibilities you previously would have dismissed as impossible. Do not question gifts beginning to arrive in your life. Do not sabotage opportunities from fear of change. Do not minimize genuine compliments you will start receiving much more frequently. Accept with gratitude each manifestation of this new reality unfolding before you. Recognize you completely deserve all the beauty, abundance, love, and recognition flowing toward you. Your era of scarcity, invisibility, and limitation definitively belongs to the past. Your transformation is not just personal, it is part of a larger awakening happening globally among those who have been prepared through trials and tribulations to carry light in increasingly dark times. You are part of a chosen generation called to demonstrate that divine power still operates in human affairs, that hope is not naive optimism, but grounded expectation based on eternal promises. Others around the world are experiencing similar revelations simultaneously, feeling the same stirring in their spirits, noticing the same changes in how people respond to their presence. You are not alone in this journey, but part of a cosmic symphony of awakened souls harmonizing to create frequencies of love, peace, and transformation that will ultimately shift the consciousness of humanity itself. Thank you for staying until the end of this revelation, so important to your destiny. Do not forget to follow this page, give it a like, and comment your experience. Write the word Radiance in the comments so other chosen ones can identify your energy and connect with you in this special moment of collective awakening.